how did you cope with caregiver fatigue?
Coping with caregiver fatigue, I think everybody has a little bit of different ways of handling that. I went home. I drove. I took breaks. I made sure I got rest. I ate right. I did everything I could just to take care of myself because I knew I had to be there in the long run.
We helped each other, I never had caregiver fatigue. I just didn't.
I prayed a lot. I asked God for strength, and I would find that supply of strength. I slept. Sleeping has become actually my new favorite hobby. I don't sleep a lot, but before the transplant, I used to get up at like 5:30 in the morning. Now I'm okay if I stay in bed till 8:30 because I still feel like I'm catching up from that level of fatigue for that 3 months in the city here. Eating well. My friend that was my buddy, she was all into the organic and kale salads and things like that. So, if you treat yourself as well as you can while you're going through it, then that's the way to take care of the fatigue.
Coping with caregiver fatigue is immense. You get so tired sometimes, and you get cranky, and sometimes you don't understand, because one of the side effects to the medications is moodiness in the recipient. I think that you just power through. I'm a type A, and I was not going to let it get me down. Daryl and I stayed very positive, and we just took one day at a time. And after that day, then you just go for the next day. And that's the best way to get through it, I think.
Yoga helped me when I was feeling down and completely exhausted. That's my biggest tip, I guess, for them.
Caregiver fatigue is a real thing. And part of the problem with my mom's transplant was that she didn't sleep well. She didn't want to lay down flat. So, but again, we had two people there, so we were able to sleep during the day when she was sleeping, and at night, if she was going to stay up late, one of us would stay up with her. So we just dealt with it. You get as much sleep as you can, and you try to take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to have a hard time taking care of anybody else. So you really have to focus on that and make sure that you're getting what you need, and we did that. We were able to do that for each other, too. If I thought he looked tired, I would say, Dad, you need to go take a rest or go for a walk, or maybe you should go to the office tomorrow. But we recognized that in each other, and we're able to deal with it that way.
In terms of coping with caregiver fatigue, that's something that is always with you. Early on, fear and anxiety are your companions. So, there's always something that is a challenge. And as long as that challenge is there, you're less likely to think about your own personal condition. You have an empathy and a love and a commitment to that person that you're helping and that you're working with, so that you really submerge yourself in that person's situation. So as that person progresses, if they're successful, and if they mature and meet the expectations in terms of their progress, then your reward is to observe that and to feel that you're a participant and part of that. So I never really felt caregiver fatigue.
I coped with caregiver fatigue by going for walks, by making sure I ate well, by making sure I slept well. And the other thing is, when we went out, because you have to run errands, pick up medication, do all of that, if we had time, I drove through Golden Gate Park and just took some deep breaths. We drove out to the ocean and just kind of sat and enjoyed it. Those were really helpful for me.
I kind of just tried to take time for myself when people offered it. And honestly, I didn't have a lot of time to think about myself. I just kind of kept moving and just doing what I had to do, and just take advantage of people's help. When they offer to help, take advantage of it, because even though you might not think you need it, you do.
One of the things I did when Tom took a nap, I took a nap. It's just like having a baby. When you have a chance to get a rest, take a rest, because otherwise you will wear yourself down trying to go 24/7.